Oh, what the hell? I don't even know why I'm still putting stuff on this. All right. On Twitch, because I don't even get on Twitch. I don't even know. I mean, it's a simulcast, so what do I care? But still. Okay, my butt. You know what? I'm just gonna go back to this thing, and I'm just gonna go there. When I sketched this, I just used a model, so I was just like already putting faces. But in both instances, there's no models. What's going on, guys? Happy Friday to everybody that's in the room on YouTube, Twitch, and YouTube. Whatnot is where I'm at. So there's a Thunderbolts sketch cover I'm doing for Cock. We're not trying to figure out how I'm going to draw some of the characters. It's just a pencil. Yeah, I've been self-published by Creature Entertainment. I've also been done covers for Aftershock, Dynamite. I did covers for Dynamite. I did covers for Image Comics. I've done variant covers for those. I've been published by a bunch of Red Stylo Media, Creature Entertainment, a lot of small stuff though, and mostly self-publishing stuff. You can see all my stuff on fuacata.com if you guys are ever interested. Ah, little magnet right there. I'm glad you dug it, Bobo. I'm glad you got it, dude. Yeah, I was just checking on some of the shipping today. Everything went pretty smoothly, though. I have to admit, when that's taking sweet time to pay me. If you can enjoy the live stream, you can always leave a tip. So yeah, working on this one is just working with the different elements of each character, trying to make them look a little cooler. Thinking of putting like a big tail on this Holocaust cloak that he wears. That's what it's called, a Holocaust cloak. At least that's what I remember from Dungeons and Dragons, because everybody wanted to have a cool cloak on. Taskmaster, I think, is like, it's funny because they just kind of make him a whatever character sometimes, and I'm just like, dude, what, he's pretty awesome when you think about it. If he's can go to toe with guys like Captain America and shit like that. Then again, I haven't read all the recent stuff. I did read his own solo series. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's something to aim for. I'm at two something, I think, in sales. Small things that you gotta go for. What's up, Easy? I should be working on your thing sometime this weekend. I mean, I am gonna be doing a show tomorrow at 12. Sorry I didn't do it today, guys, at 12. I just had too much stuff going on. I had to go do a couple of errands. I'm still looking for a day job since I got back from Europe. I had to do a couple of phone calls. I had to go to kind of like a meeting thing. I might be substitute teaching here to the kids. And then there's a teaching position that's for an art class at one of the technical schools. So I was like, hey, I could do that. So I pretty much have Taskmaster jumping at Baron Zemo. Probably the Baron needs to pay him some money. Get this down already. I would love to do like a almost like a John Wick story, I guess, with Taskmaster. Like have him retire out of the superhero game, slowly having enough, finally finding peace, and they take it away from him. And then he goes across the Marvel universe, maybe they kill something he loves, they do something to him, and he goes across the Marvel universe getting his revenge. That would be kind of cool. Definitely a Marvel Max kind of thing. So I really wanted to have like power behind that swing. I think maybe I should bring this down. Is the shit eraser? The shit eraser. I am working on an Ewok story. It's gonna be like my own little thing that I'm just gonna put on the website. Also, like a portfolio thing to show off my artwork for next year if I hit the cons. And then I have a Night Thrasher story, my own, that I want to do. Those are projects I want to do, so to show off. It was funny. I was having a conversation with my father-in-law about that. Well, my future father-in-law. But one of the things we were talking about was that whole idea of like winning the lottery and all that. And I always say the same thing. I don't think my life would change too much. I would have a couple of nice things, but I don't think I would go crazy. I wouldn't, I'd have to have the two crazy things, like a couple of crazy things. But after that, dude, I don't think I would live that different. I'd be making a lot more comics. That's all. I'd be on the road all the time. I'd be going to every major comic book convention, and then I'd be horrible at it because I'd be like, I don't have to sell shit. Like I'm just here because I like to. I haven't seen anybody do like an origins of him. That'll be kind of cool. So yeah, I'm doing sketch covers today. If there's anything specific, but also you can guys always get some smaller stuff. One of the things I like to do, this is a smaller, cooler thing that can get, is a comic book sized illustration. I'll show you guys there. Like this is a Punisher that I did. It's about comic book sized. You know, and it goes right. It can go right into a bag and board, just like a sketch cover. It's like a mini sketch cover, and I get to do it on Bristol board, and it's a lot cheaper. A lot of times when I do sketch covers, they're $100. If you look at the prices, also check out my shop now. I have all my a lot of the sketch covers. I barely made a dent. I think I did a third, not even a third, maybe a quarter of one of my small boxes as far as my sketch covers. So, hey, Mulecock, working on your Thunderbolts, man. And yeah, so if you want something that's like more chill, like not, because sketch covers to me are a lot harder. And I'm also gonna be doing like, if I do, because sometimes I've done that where I've done the full spread of it like that. You'll see my She-Hulk. There's been a couple of things that I've done that are like that. Um, if that's something you're interested in, that'll probably be like 125, 130. I'm trying to figure out the pricing on that one. But if you want something that's comic book size but not a sketch cover, you can get that too. I might as well show this off. This was purchased separately. This is off of on Instagram, a fan of mine. He purchased this. This is a graphic novel. This is Zombie Years #1. I did this years ago. Started in 2008. This collects the first 5 issues. This is my last one. I just sold this to somebody signed with some goodies. I'm gonna hook them up with a sketch card. Hooking up but they spent plenty of money on this. This is my last one. I don't know if this is ever gonna go into print again. So we might be printing it again for the year that's coming. There's talk about doing that. Talk about doing a new Kickstarter, some other stuff. But yeah, so that's the thing too right now. Signed that for him. That's probably the last thing that's gonna be going out from that. You can read Zombie Years on Webtoons for free. I do have the graphic novel in PDF format. You can get it on my Patreon. If you join my Patreon, you get it for free. So again, if you're looking, somebody was asking about my professional work, you can get a lot of it on my Patreon. I do have my Mad Balls cover. It's the Virgin cover. I don't have an example out there, and I'm going to be offering soon because I just got some packages in. This is Fuakata #1. This is my first self-published, my own thing. It has my own characters. Rez, it has the second issue of Rez. We did the one issue for Kickstarter. We also have Sexually Transmitted Demons, which is another story that I did, and there's some sketches and stuff. So this is my first like kind of art book, comic book. And the back is a blank sketch cover. Hey, and this is the messed up one that I always used as a example. So I thought I lost that one. This is a messed up one. I do have about like 6 of these. I should be having them up for sale, but if you're looking for it, and this is also another way of getting a sketch cover for me for pretty cheap. So you can find all that more and more. And like I said, if you get on my Kickstarter, I mean on my Patreon, you give to my Patreon, I give you a percentage off, starting at the $5 level, going all the way to the $25 level. I do have some people at the $25 level. They get a lot of artwork from me. I've been working on Nerdy Cowboys wall of Harleys. So if that's something you're looking to do. Get these characters right. I'm just trying to. I don't know if I was gonna put him in the blouse. I think what I'll do instead is put him in the jacket. I don't know. People talk shit about Liefeld's pouch days, but I see a lot of pouches nowadays. And I was trying to see if it should have a saber or a sword. Because when it says in 5, he had a saber, but I don't see that anymore. He always had a saber when he was Baron Zemo. That was one of the coolest sort of right field plot twists from back in the day when they did the Thunderbolts. That's what made the book like jump. Everybody went, "Holy shit!" Uh, some flames because they're in battle. Like catacombs behind them. And yeah, there you go. It's like ink. Just a little bit closer. Does anybody have some crazy Friday plans? Are gonna people are gonna go nuts, get crazy and wet this weekend? Or are we chilling? I don't know if I'm gonna be doing anything too nutty. Oh yeah, Mulecock knows what the hell's up. He's gonna be a bad by 8. Hey man, that sounds wonderful. I'm probably gonna be up doing a lot of these this and some design work I have to do. Life of a freelancer, there are no hours. I think I might go to Walmart later to get some groceries and some stuff that we need. That's gonna be like my highlight of the day. Actually, I had a really good breakfast, so that was my highlight of the day. At least I got to go out and get some breakfast. If you guys ever get a chance, go to a place called Wax. Smoke a little, watch some baseball, pass out. That's fucking the shit, dude. Hell yeah. And baseball when you're high, Jesus. Well, I'm not like the biggest baseball fan. I was originally a Cubs fan, and then I became a Marlins fan after we got a team finally. I was a Cubs fan since half my family lives in Chicago. Can be a White Sox fan, that's for sure. I know, I know. In my heart of hearts, I've always been a Cubs fan. But we had the Marlins, so you got the support and da 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 da. Oh, okay, yeah. Then you know what's up. My cousin married a girl who was a Sox fan, White Sox fan. And that was like controversial. And she's not even from the South Side. She's from Wisconsin. She's a cheesehead too. Yeah, growing up, I was always a Chicago fan because we didn't have anything other than the Dolphins. I mean, but I was like, I like the Bears too. But we didn't have shit. And then when we got a basketball team, I converted to the Heat from the Bulls. Even I was even a big Panthers fan, even though Blackhawks were kicking ass at that time. I don't like her. Yeah, yeah. She's sweet. She has that she does that whole like, why are you guys so serious about this? Hell, I was in Chicago in the '90s when they were playing the the Knicks in one of the playoffs, and there was a dude walking down the street with the playoffs shirt on, with a Knicks jersey on, and I mean it was like going down the block, like all proud about it, and people were giving him shit from one end of the block to the other, and finally a cop straight up fucking came up to him like beep beep and told him like, dude, you're causing a disturbance. Like, where do you need to go? Like the cop, I think the cop ended up giving him a lift to get him out of that neighborhood because it was like in Halstead, like in central Chicago, inner loop, where my family used to live. Now my family lives in Aurora and Northbrook and a bunch of different places. But at that time, everybody lived by Halstead, and it was hilarious because people were like booing him, like get him the fuck off the street. And I think yeah, he was in danger, dude, because there was a couple of dudes there that I was like, oh. Oh, okay, there you go. Most of my family in Aurora works for the hospital that's over there. Probably. I'm not even sure. I know like the Wayne's World stuff. That's like the main thing I remember. That was big for that area. You know what? Hey Gage, what's going on? The Thunderbolt thing, man. I don't know. It's just, dude. They're not. They are definitely not batting 100. They've been. I couldn't finish Secret Invasion. I was like, I kind of just didn't give a shit. And look at it this way. I haven't even said, okay, let me go read the spoilers about it. I know some shit was there. They alluded to some mutant stuff in there. I mean, we're all more excited about Deadpool. Okay, why don't they understand that that's part of the thing, bro? Part of it is bringing in stuff from the universe we haven't seen, doing nods, doing the dumb shit. I mean, it's not even good writing if you do all that stuff, but we eat it up. And then us nerds, we're the ones evangelizing the fucking movies. We're the ones telling people, bro, it's pretty cool because this and this and this and that. But they don't want to fucking do it. And then it's like some shit is formulaic as fuck because that's how I felt. Secret Invasion was. I felt like I was watching some stupid spy TV show, like every stupid spy TV show. You know what? I'm not gonna do the tail. I'm gonna do it right here. Yeah, Werewolf by Night was awesome. Fucking Man Thing, dude. I love my Man Thing. What can I say? I just like looking at Man Thing. Why can't I look at a Man Thing? It's a free country, isn't it? I like, you know. Yeah, I thought Man Thing was the shit. Werewolf by Night by with Diego Luna was awesome too. I watch all of that, man. Elsa Moonstone, the supernatural world in Marvel is very to me almost kind of untapped. And I thought with Doctor Strange, whatever of madness, they got a little bit of that in there too. And I was like, shit, man, run with that, bro. Again, they just don't see like, hey, this formula fucking works. Let's fucking go with it. No, they want to change it every time. Look at this way. One of my favorite MCU movies, I've said it before, Thor Ragnarok. I really like Thor Ragnarok. Thor Love and Thunder, one of the ones I hate the most. It's up there with Eternals, how bad it is. So I don't know. I think I'd rather watch Love and Thunder again than fucking Eternals. Eternals is bad. Eternals sucked. I just don't get it, man. The same thing, like, and then like if they're gonna get into the animation thing, they really gotta like. Well, right now they're in the middle of that strike, so they're not gonna do shit right now. But for them and Warner Brothers and everything, they're gonna be like, because Warner Brothers kicks their ass when it comes to that. Because most of the animated films have been really good on the Warner Brothers side. That they never had a problem with. So their regular movies and TV shows that are kind of been. So I loved Doom Patrol. I like that. Peacemaker, that was awesome too. Those were awesome. And now they got James Gunn on board, but now he has a he has this freaking. Yeah, that would be cool if they could sneak it in. But right now with that strike, I don't know if they're gonna be able to do shit. Ant Man was good. Yeah, Ant Man was good. The last one was pretty good. It was all right. I wouldn't go back and watch again. I'd rather watch the first one again. It was really, the first one was pretty good. The second one was a little weak, but it was good too. Ant Man was strong. Logan was awesome. Ragnarok. Yep. WWBN. Which one was that one? Wakanda? No. Another saving grace has been Spider Verse. That's been interesting and that's been cool. I mean, talking about Taskmaster, that was like a ball drop too with what they did in Black Widow. I mean, I imagine she'll have something to do with Thunderbolts later on when they come back, but dude, come on. I don't even care that they made it a woman. I really don't care if they made it a woman. That's fine. But it could have been so much fucking cooler, dude. It's like, come on. And the fact that it's like, well, I hope they give her a personality now because Taskmaster had a personality. He was boastful. He was a mercenary. He talked shit, you know? That was kind of the fun of it, too. It's like him not only beating somebody's ass, but making fun of him while beating his ass. But that whole silent, I'm a fucking robot bullshit. Damn, play this up with this song again. Hey, Barbara, what's up? We're opening it. Yeah. Oh, we're opening it. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I was like, WW what? Um. Oh yeah, that was like the dumbest thing. When I saw that and the what was that Wolverine or number two? I forget which one it was. Which I mean, like, dude, it had some elements that were really cool. It looked like it was gonna be like, oh wow, they're gonna have a bunch of mutant fucking assassin guys running around. You can't go and put Deadpool. I'm glad he makes fun of that shit because it was just. I mean, why did they cast Ryan Reynolds then? You know, like Ryan Reynolds is a mouth. That's what he does. I mean, it would have been funny if they would have ran it from there. Say he survived it, the head getting cut off, he regenerated his head and made his mouth open again, and that's where he came from. You know, I would have been fine with it and been like, okay, we take back our stupid bullshit. But man, people stand by their dumb freaking ideas sometimes. What's that, Barbara? I don't know if links work on this. They should, especially if it's within whatnot. Oh shit, let me check the other ones. Don't want to ignore any audience. I'm probably gonna white this out anyway. Make the blade go through the Thunderbolts. $4:49. I got like 10 more minutes, guys. We're just gonna be on for an hour today. Like I said, I got so much stuff going on. Plus, I gotta finish all the missions you guys have. I'll let the smoke this way. Keep some of the vaulted ceiling. If you guys enjoy everything, please leave a tip. Even $1 will help. Thank you, Barbara. It means a lot. Are you doing a show today? And there you go, guys. Follow Barbara. See what she's up to. Do the gray tones. This will come out a lot cooler. But I gotta mix ink for that, and that's one of the things I gotta go to the art store for. I gotta get some more ink. Ooh, yeah, wheelchair ramps are a bitch. Thank you, Mealcock. What do you think so far? Are you digging it? I know it's kind of a scratchy, McScratchenstein mess right now. Yeah, I want it to be like a moment. Like I can imagine, Baron Zemo's fucked over him with some payment or something, and awesome. Yay, made my day. I just want to produce amazing artwork that makes your head explode. Is that so wrong? I mean, Baron Zemo's not supposed to be a pushover, but he's more of a strategist than a fighter. Find some guidelines here for that because I want the inside of his cape. Because I'm going to go with the orange, white, black. black setup for him, and then the purple, white, gray on him. And then there's going to be a red coming this way. Then the smoke's going to be gray, green with the back. So it's like gray, green coming together, color in the middle. Nice little X of. Trying to make sure that this has. Yep. That's one of those swords that be kind of cutting through the Thunderbolts logo. I mean, there's a lot of setup for Thunderbolts, man. They were doing that whole thing with oh, what's her face from Seinfeld is Madam Viper, or whatever her name is. So she's supposed to be showing up in this. So she puts it all together. Yeah, Julia Louis Dreyfus. So that would be kind of cool. I think if they kind of head her up like that way, kind of put a slant to the whole thing. It'd be interesting if they saw other characters in there or just mentions, like the Hand, Wilson Fisk. Um, there's just so many awesome villains. Like they could do a whole show on the villain side of things, and that would be really cool. If they just did little nods, man, just little nods to things, it would be really awesome. Titania. I mean, like look at it this way, like the She-Hulk one, it pissed me off at the end. Oh, Barbara, you're missing out. There's so many good stories. It's like any other kind of long, you know, soap opera. There's so many things like characters that have come in and out and everything else. So it's just cool to see it. What was good at that was Donnie Cates, which I don't know what he's doing right now because I heard he went through a really bad divorce and he disappeared because of that shit. I feel so bad for him because he was doing some cool shit with Crossover. Crossover was a badass comic. If you know your Image comics, it was a fun thing to look at. Yeah, those are fun. He got into an accident. I thought he got a divorce. That bad. I thought he got divorced. Yeah. Oh, brother, he probably did some shit. I met him, and I met his I guess now ex-wife when they were both together. I did an interview with both of them in West Palm Beach, Florida, for Collector Con or something like that. One of these cons, they asked me to do the interview and do a setup. I did a thing with him. I did a thing with Fabian Nazenzia. I did some other stuff, and nicest people, man. I thought they were really cool. I didn't think anything. You too, Barbara. I'll be on tomorrow. That's crazy, man. Wow, I haven't been following in that. I regularly read the Ryan Stegman email, But I've been so busy, I haven't been able to read anything, especially when I was on the road, when I was in Europe and stuff like that. I wasn't able to sit down and read stuff like my emails. Um, but wow, that's some crazy shit. That's sad. That sucks. Hopefully, he didn't do anything to himself, and maybe it was a genuine accident. You know, people get done with this. They looked like they were really happy people too. I have to admit, when I first met him, I was like, "Oh, dude, this guy's such a hipster douchebag." Nicest dude afterwards. Nicest guy. Cool guy, down to earth, loves comics. And like, let me tell you, and I'm a fan of his books because I was a fan of God Country. God Country is such a good graphic novel. Such a good book, dude. That's one of, and it's one of his indies books. I dug his Hulk run, what he was doing with Hulk with the spaceship. I know it was stupid. Some people were like rolling their eyes at it, but I'm like, where else can you take Hulk, man? Where else can you take Hulk? You know? Damn, that sucks. Man, he's buena gente, dude. He's buena gente, and I like it because he was a big fan of comics. Like we got to geek out a little bit on some stuff, and he's a fan of comics. He's a fan of making really good stories and stuff like that. So it sucks when somebody has had such a series of bad luck like that, man. I hope he can get himself out of that. You know, I hope he's okay. We need his voice. All right. On an upper note, I will be hopefully I'll be putting again, like I said, my comic up soon. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, he's good about that too. Signing stuff, he signs everything. So I'll probably have my comic out again on here. Like I said, I'm just counting how many copies I have left. You can get sketch covers through there. You can get inks and drawings and everything else. Go hopefully get some stickers done soon. I got coupon with sticker mule. I might put putting together so that I can start putting stickers again in everybody's stuff. And then hopefully I will have prints out and everything else. You can also check out my stuff on patreon.com. You can check out my stuff at fuacata.com, like so. And at fuacata on Instagram. I'm posting stuff every day on there. I will be back tomorrow at 12 for sure. And I'll be doing more stuff. Thank you guys for the tips out there. Everybody's been super cool. Mulecock, thank you for being around, having the best name and whatnot. Mulecock. Um, I'm just funny too because they can't bust you with that name. Like what? It's Mulecock. There's nothing wrong with that. You can't do shit about it. So it's sweet, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I'll have more stuff. I'll be posting more of my sketch covers on there. If you have any questions or you want, anything like that, feel free to DM me or email me fuacata@gmail.com. Hit me up on here. I'm here to serve. All right, guys. Laters.